What is up, everybody? The Gashouse Golf boys are back. It's your
Back.
boy Rich. It's your boy Trav up at HQ2 in Charlotte.
What's
The
up, guys?
weekly
House
fill up is
fam?
here. Let's go. Quick apologies. The past couple of weeks, we've ran into some crazy technical difficulties. We are actually in the midst of switching platforms so we can produce a higher quality product. Had some technical glitches here and there. We recorded, lost some videos. Travis is busy. He's about to have a baby. I'm busy. I'm not about to have a baby, but busy too. So some of our schedules have been off, but the
We
boys
got
are
it going
back.
on, but we're back, baby.
That's it. The
We're
most
back.
important thing is the boys are back, and we have a new platform that we're recording on. So we hope everybody enjoys it. And talking about a new platform, Travis, we are kind of expanding a little bit on the weekly fill up. We've been doing this Instagram thing, it's been good. But Gashouse Golf, we're heading over to my favorite place, YouTube. I think we're gonna start
YouTube.
posting on YouTube. What's
We're
happening over
graduating,
there?
baby. We are heading over to YouTube. These videos are getting much longer, a lot more content to talk about, the interactions between you guys. This is solely going to be around, just making sure that we deliver you guys some good, strong content. Obviously, Instagram, short clips, we're still going to keep putting some of these out there for you guys just to throw some teasers out there. But head on over to the new YouTube page. This will be the first video that we're putting up this week. So we're pumped to have this for you guys.
Let's go. It's gonna be at Gas House Golf on YouTube. I promise that I will not ask anybody to subscribe, ring that bell. No corny clip art with like my face making like a crazy face. No, what is it called? Like clickbait stuff. None of that. Just Gas House, just golf, us all the time. And also too, we're looking at doing a few other things. We're going to continue with the weekly fill up, guys, but we're also going to be posting some content videos of us playing golf and things to do. There are things that we have going on because Gas House Golf has in the works. We are going to be, I think, once a quarter being sent out to go play some resort golf courses,
Let's
destination spots across the United States. Travis and I will be going, we'll be filming, we'll be taking videos, content left and right. So YouTube is a great place for us to not just do the weekly fill up, but also to film us playing, wherever this company wants to send us. And we'll talk about who that is later. We're not going to spill the beans on that one just yet, but just a quick little yeah. Keep it quiet for now. So that is the updates with YouTube and the content. But let's get into a little bit of Gas House stuff too. So we
Yep.
mentioned that the boys have a company that's going to be sponsoring us for trips, but new Gas House Golf hats. They should be done production hopefully this week, maybe early next week. I'll get some updates on those. We got the new black and white rope hat and the white and black rope hat. So we got two new hats coming to you guys. They're going to look absolutely awesome. As soon as we get them in, we'll have them live on the website for sale. I think everybody's going to love them. Rope hats are in. I mean, I'm
The
stoked.
new style, they are fresh. I cannot wait for you guys to see these. Hit that store as soon as they come out. Get yourself some hats and match them with the new polos.
Let's go.
We're
Let's
ready,
go.
baby.
Um, Travis, you are the statistical genius of this show. You come left and right with the stats that I didn't know that I needed, but I do need.
hmm
U.S. Open. Let's talk about it. I know you've got the good stuff for me. Fill me up with it. Give me the info. Give me what I need.
What a wild weekend. I mean, last weekend you and I had some picks. Obviously, you guys didn't get to see them. Our picks were a little bit off. We had some random names actually pop up there. We had Ricky
Yeah.
Fowler making a major bounce back. It was so fun to see him. Anytime that you got on Instagram this weekend, everybody was pulling for Ricky, pushing for Ricky, Ricky this, Ricky that. I mean, he played lights out. You got to give it to him. Caps off to Ricky. I think he's on the bench or on the merge of pulling one of these majors or new tournaments out here in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. I'm not picking him this week, but I think Ricky's going to pull one out here soon. And of course, that suits his game the best. But overall, man, I mean, you can't. This whole tournament was awesome. Wyndham Clark, let's talk about him. What a guy. I mean, he was ranked 313th last year as of in May in 2022. Over the last couple of months, this guy has been lights out. Now, as of June 23rd, or excuse me, June 20th today, he is now ranked 20 or 13th overall on the PGA Tour. Put things into perspective, little stats for you guys. I know you guys love these. This guy, over the last 6 years, made $2.5 million. 2.5, which any of us will take. That's great money, especially if you're just going out to play some golf. Why not? But what matters most is his game has completely turned around in the past 6 weeks. If y'all remember, he won the Wells Fargo tournament here in Charlotte a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Also, just obviously won the U.S. Open this weekend. But to put things into perspective, 2.5 million over the last 6 years. My man has pulled in $7.6 million over the last 6 weeks and is now ranked 13th on the PGA Tour, and he is on fire. This guy, he didn't play in the Masters this year. Obviously, didn't make the tournament. The PGA Championship, he missed his cut. The U.S. Open the past 2 years, he missed the cut twice, and then this year, I mean, I don't even think he was in the top five, maybe top seven coming into Sunday. He might have been. Somebody fact check me on that, but comes in with a vengeance and pulls this one off on the 18th hole to make that last putt. What a weekend! I mean, this guy is awesome. It's so fun to see this.
I love that. Good for Wyndham Clark. I saw a photo earlier on a social media account, and it showed him the past 6 years. I think he was a PXG guy,
Yep.
and then he recently switched to Titleist. And they go, he hasn't won much as a PXG guy. And this is not a knock on PXG. I have no issues with them. But as soon as they switched to Titleist, he won a couple tournaments. So
Uh-huh.
who knows?
The
Maybe the clubs
jailbird.
has something. Maybe the clubs has something to do with it. But that's
Uh-huh.
awesome for Wyndham Clark. U.S. Open was good. I do have a little sidebar comment though. As I was watching throughout the weekend, Travis, it felt like we were getting some tweets out. We were hearing some stuff, some little murmurs on social media. Some of the players didn't love the course. They didn't love the atmosphere. Supposedly, a lot of
Hmm.
the tickets went to corporate sponsors and not the fans. So the
Yep.
vibe was not where it needed to be. I mean, we weren't there. I wasn't in LA. So it's hard to say not knowing for sure, but it seemed like there was a little bit of backlash with LACC North
Yep.
and kind of how they handled it and getting the fans in there and not being as rowdy as a major championship
Hmm.
should be.
It could have been
I don't
rowdy.
know.
I
I'm
mean,
curious to see.
well, they rolled it out this morning as you put things into perspective, and I might be making this number up slightly butchered, but I believe there's 14,000 tickets released to the public. Of those, 9,000 of those went to members. So those members bought those tickets up, which leads you do the math. That's 6,000 fans. And usually those fans that are not the members are the most rowdiest ones, make the tournament the most fun, the energy. And you could tell, after Friday night, when some of these players didn't make the cut, specifically your boy Brooks Koepka was just rattling off his disappointment in this course and the fans, and the
He made the
excitement
cut.
just
No, no,
wasn't
no. He
there.
finished one under. He
He did
made the
finish.
cut.
Yes, he
My
did
boy
make the
made the
cut.
cut. He
All
made
right,
the cut.
he made the cut. He was one under heading in there, but they were just rattling this off, and it was hard to keep up with. When you put a ball on these greens, that ball you could set it straight down, and it's going to roll 20, 40 feet. And I think a lot of the fans too, weren't having the best experience watching this round on Saturday and Sunday because Mr. Paul Azinger had a mind of his
Oh
own this weekend.
yeah.
So if you guys know, these fairways are the largest on the PGA Tour. The average distance from side to side of these fairways is 58 yards. That's almost half a football field. All of us who have a little bit of a right hook, a slice in our swing, we play great at these courses, right?
Yeah.
So Azinger, is calling out these greens and saying, oh, this ball's getting ready to stop. It's stopping right there. Bad shot. Well, these balls would continue to roll 20, 30, 40 feet, and it just made the experience a little off. Same thing with these drives. You looked at Wyndham Clark heading into the 18th hole this weekend. Obviously, the pressure's on him. I can't imagine, what kind of pressure you have when you line up, put your tee shot up there and line up to hit that last shot heading in to win your first U.S. Open. But he sails one completely right. And the tracker on the screen, I mean, if you guys can follow my hand, it went straight right. And Paul Azinger's like, oh, there it goes. He just lost it. It's heading into the woods or the long rough. This ball laid
The
five
Baranka.
yards. The Barranca, yes. This ball was
How many
5 yards
times?
in the fairway. I mean, it's like,
I,
what are we looking at? I don't know what Paul was looking at. Obviously, he studied the course a little bit differently, but that was a lot of the feedback you heard, all weekend about this
maybe
tournament.
he had one too many transfusions. That man was getting
Hey,
something
you
goose
know
or
how those
something.
4 craft cocktails get you.
Dude, they
Shout out,
will.
no
They will.
shout out.
Shout out, no shout out. No free ads here. You know what I think is hysterical, Travis, is whenever they go to courses that have interesting geographical terminology,
Yep.
the Barranca, or when we were at the PGA Championship early this year, they had those little mounds that just look like a
Hmm.
mound or something. I think they were called hinnexes or hinnocks or something like that. Whenever there is a interesting geographical term about a course, these announcers, I think they said Barranca 550,000 times. Every other word out of their mouth was, oh, yeah, the Barranca and Barranca. And did you see the Barranca? And I don't know if you guys know, there's Barranca. I was like, God bless America. I said, yeah, we get this Barranca here. Like, it's okay. Like, and it's funny because I didn't watch as much of the tournament as I wanted to because it was my mom's birthday this weekend. She was coming in to visit me in Charleston. She had a little car accident, so that delayed her getting in. So I'd help her with that. So I was kind of all over this weekend. But I felt like the few hours I did watch from Thursday to Sunday, it was just, I think this was the Barranca Open
Hmm.
2023. LACC Barranca.
I did a quick search real quick because I can see these just with us running advertising. But the word Barranca, what is the definition of Barranca, was searched over 5,000 times between Saturday and Sunday this weekend on Google.
There you go.
Goes to
People
show you
left and
what
right
is
were like the
Barranca.
Barranca. Jesus hell, that was
Man,
something
call it the
else.
fescue, the long grass, the rough, whatever you want. But man, what a tournament! That was
Well,
fun, and I'm super pumped and happy for Wyndham Clark. I think this guy's getting ready to go
yes.
on a tear, and he's a good guy. It's good to see.
Good for him. I like
Yep.
Wyndham Clark. All green light systems go from my end. Well, after a major championship, you always have like a little bit of a cool down week. So
Hmm.
it's never a knock on the next tournament, but a lot of players either skip or one thing leads to the next. But I feel like this weekend we have the Travelers. There's still a lot of guys there. Uh, Rom's playing, Rory's playing, Ricky's playing, Big Dick Rick. A lot of guys are still going to be there. So we'll say it's a little bit of a cool down week.
Hmm.
But obviously, I'll still be watching it this weekend. Travelers Championship up in Connecticut. Weather should be good up there this time of the year. I think I got to go with, I'm not a, when I tell people I'm not a Rory guy, they think I dislike Rory. I don't dislike Rory. I like Rory. I'm just not a huge Rory guy. Like he's cool. Like no issues with him at all. I'm just not.
It's not your guy.
It's
Everybody
just
has
not
their
my guy.
guy.
It is what it is. Business is
Yep.
business. I got Rory for this week. He played well this past weekend. He gave it a run. He got within one of Wyndham there on the back of on the back stretch on the back nine there. I thought they may go into a playoff, but Wyndham ended up holding it off. I think Rory gets the W this week. I don't. It felt right to me. So I'm going to go with not my guy to be my guy this week. Uh, so I'm pulling for Roars. Pulling
Taking
for
him
Roars.
home.
That's who I got.
I like
Taking it
it.
home, baby.
That's a good
Who you
pick.
got?
You're exactly right. I mean, we got still all the big dogs coming out this week, and it's a $20
Yeah,
million purse. The winner is going to take home 3.6 million. So if Rory takes that one home, he's making up for that the PIP that he missed out on this year for missing that one tournament earlier, that $3 million bonus. So I could
yeah.
see him pulling this one out. Like you said, I'm not pulling for Ricky this week or Rory this weekend. I think he's going to come off of a little bit of a high and a total downfall on Saturday, or excuse me, a
Mm.
Sunday this week, but. I'm backtracking from 3 weeks ago. I'm coming back again with Scotty Scheffler. I think he's got it in the bag. He's finished top five. I mean, gosh, what, the last six tournaments I think he's been in. He's always in the top,
He's
maybe
right
one
there.
or two strokes off. He's so close. I'm ready for him to come back, win one. It's, I think, his second Travelers Championship, if I'm correct. He won it last year. Um, Sleeper of the week, Xander Schauffele. I got to pick him.
Okay.
He's finished another top 10 last couple of tournaments. So hopefully these ones pull out. We'll report back to you guys next Wednesday on the weekly fill up.
I'm gonna give you shit. That's not a sleeper. He's good. You took two heavy hitters over here. One. So who my sleeper was. My sleeper is a real sleeper. I like Sahith Theegala. I really love Sahith. I think he's a good player. That's a
Good one.
sleeper.
That is a
You over
sleeper.
here
I'm taking
taking
I'm taking the
Xander.
taking my two and I'm running with them. I'll report back with a better sleep for you guys next week.
That's like picking it. That's like oh, who's your favorite baseball team? I like the Yankees and I like the Red Sox. Oh, I like the two best.
Same division, baby. Same division.
I'm just messing with you, Travis. Well, everybody, we'll have this video up for you all. Hopefully, no more technical difficulties. We'll stay tuned on all of our content. Make sure Gashouse Golf at YouTube. Um, we hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day. Hope you got out, played around with pops, had a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week on the fly. So, as
Damn
we
right.
always say at Gashouse Golf, hit the ball a mile and look damn
Damn
good
good
doing
doing
it.
it, baby.
Let's
Peace.
go. Peace.